Welcome to Baritone, brought to you by Nissan. Now, it's great that the Eagles had this mini bye. Both Kevin Patula, the offensive coordinator, and Jalen Hurts went into the lab and really focused on how they can break some tendencies that they were having in the game. One thing in particular was having Jalen Hurts line up under center. Now, to put things in perspective, when Jalen Hurts gets under center, in play action, they've only passed the ball 4 times, and only one of them went for over 20 yards. So they're trying to break the tendency of being under center and not being able to throw the ball. So what do? They come up with this rhino formation. Now, rhino formation is usually a goal line formation where they bring in Fred Johnson as a tight end. We call it rhino because he's a big guy. They have a tight end, and outside of him, they have A.J. Brown. And they line up Smitty opposite of him on the outside. So the Eagles showed this formation one time in the first quarter and then one time in the second quarter. And both times, they ran the ball with Saquon. Now, defensive coordinator for the Vikings, Brian Flores, definitely understands that when they do get up under center, the likelihood they're going for a big shot play, they haven't done it. In halftime, they make some adjustments. DeVonta Smith comes up and said, look, every time we run rhino formation, they bring the safety down to his side.
Yeah, anytime we were in that formation, they were bringing the safety all the way down in the box, putting the other safety on the edge. We knew that the whole time.
So as predicted, as soon as they got in this formation, Harrison Smith runs down and gets into the box. They want to stop the run. As soon as he goes down into the box, they already know it's going to be a big play. It's actually a 2-receiver route, but the route that we're looking at is Smitty on the outside. But what it does with the offensive line, since it's play action, it kind of makes them set a little more stout because they're firing off instead of just dropping back. So it's like a solid protection. They have more blockers in. It gives Jalen a lot more time because it's a long developing route by Smitty on the outside. It's good that Saquon Barkley stayed in with the protection, and he had to help Brett Toth, the second-team center, because he gets beat immediately. So he's in there to give a chip, so it worked out perfectly for him. So just as predicted, the safety came down, and it was one-on-one with the corner, who happens to be Isaiah Rodgers, the former quarterback that we should have signed here, but Smitty beats him on a 9 route for a 79-yard touchdown with play action underneath center and a great deep ball to Smitty. He caught it in stride and was able to score on his former teammate. And this is exactly what the Eagles needed to do to really open up defenses who are trying to stop the run. Once you turn around and you beat them once like that and it gets around the league, it's going to be harder for teams to go in and just stop the run. You can't just load the box up like that and think that you can get away with it. We are too talented on the outside with both Smitty and AJ to do that.